Don't wanna be a player. I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for. Don't wanna
From a thug.
I don't wanna be playing no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Dre, you ready? I'm so excited. It's like we're brave pioneers on a quest.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
All right, come on, Dre, let's go.
Come on, Dre. Let's go.
Now we reach the P gauge, running trains for 3 days. Who wanna ride? It won't cost you $1. Whether sore for harder, of course you're still gonna holler. Mama, I'm thick. I rip up through your hooters, I'm sick. You couldn't measure my six.
What you just saw was the call. The main character, Dre Parker, has to move to New York because her mother received a job transfer from Detroit to Beijing. The move from North America to Asia represents the first call to a new adventure for the 12-year-old Dre. When Dre moved to Beijing, he now has an opportunity to explore the aspects of a new country and become a stronger person in order to conquer his hero's journey.
Oh, this is perfect, Dre. Everything's in walking distance.
Yay.
We are not doing this here, Dre. Pick up your jacket.
That's airplane lag.
It's called jet lag. Get some rest. We have school tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Han. Me and my mom, we just moved in. Room 305. Hot water's not working. Mr. Han? Hi. How are you? Oh, so are you from here?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What's your name?
Beijing.
Beijing? Oh, I'm Dre.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So
Hey, you. Come here.
Dre, what happened to your face?
Nothing. I just ran into a pole. I hate this place.
What's up, Dre? Don't you like your karate class?
It's not karate.
Karate, kung fu, whatever. What's wrong?
We moved to China. That's what's wrong.
Dre, this is our home. What do you want me to do? There's nothing left for us in Detroit.
I want to move back. I hate this place. I hate that we ever moved.
Dre, this is our home. I can't do anything about it.
Oh my God.
Go home.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Just stay out the way.
So where'd you learn kung fu?
From my father.
Have you ever taught anybody?
No.
Would you?
Depend.
On what?
Reason.
What about the reason is to kick somebody's butt?
Dre, the best fights are the one we avoid.
What if I'm trying to avoid somebody else kicking my butt?
Just try to come up to their kung fu teacher.
Will you come with me?
Hey, tell your students to back off Dre. 3 versus 1, no fair. Okay? Very well. Chang. You do not come to fight. You must. Very well. We're not here. We'll fight in the Kung Fu tournament next month. And tell your kids to leave Dre alone. Very well. But if you do not show up, both of you will feel pain.
But they'll kill me out there.
Good news, Dre. I can teach you Kung Fu.
The threshold in Dre's journey is when he first meets his bully Chang. Chang is a boy in Dre's school who's very jealous of Dre's good relationship with a girl named Mei Ying. However, the fight does not go well because Dre is outnumbered 5-1. Fortunately, Mr. Han, a maintenance man in his apartment building and a secret Kung Fu master, steps in and defeats the bullies, and then aids Dre with the supernatural healing. Dre insists that Han teach him Kung Fu. However, at first, Han refuses. But then, when Han attempts to make amends with Chang's teacher, Master Li, Dre ends up being forced into a Kung Fu tournament with Chang. Master Li promises to make sure that the bullies will stop harassing Dre in return. Dre's engagement in the fight is a jumping off point, or threshold.
Hey, Mr. Han, I'm ready to learn Kung Fu.
Dre, go pick up your jacket.
Okay.
Put it here.
Alright.
Take it down.
But you just...
Take it down. Put it on. Now take it off.
What?
Take it off. Now put it on.
Oh my gosh.
Take it down.
What?
Take it down.
Oh my god.
Put it on. Take it off.
Oh my gosh. This is helping me.
Put it up. Take it down. Put it on. Take it off.
I'm done. They can beat me up if they want to. Do you know why you only have one student? It's because you don't know Kung Fu.
Dre,
What?
come here.
What?
Jacket on. No. Jacket on. Jacket on. Firm. Put it up. Take it up. Strong. Take it off. Firm. And take it off. See, Dre, Kung Fu lives in everything we do. It lives in how we put on a jacket, and it lives in how we treat other people. Kung Fu is everywhere, Dre. It's life.
风到这里就是念，念住过客的思念。遇到了这里缠成线，缠着我们留恋人世间。你在身边就是缘，缘分写在三生石上面。爱有万分之一天。宁愿我就葬在这一天，圈圈圆圆圈圈，天天年年天天的我，深深看你的脸，生气的温柔，埋怨的温柔。
Imogene, what are you doing? Oh, you're fine. Why are you sweating?
But I need to practice.
Don't even. Okay, we need to go have some fun. You deserve a break.
No, but no.
Hey, Imogene. What's wrong?
We can't see each other anymore.
Hi.
Bathroom.
Ow.
My dad said that your back weakness, and I was like, in my violin.
All I hear is raindrops falling on.
These are the challenges. One particular challenge is when Dre must take off his jacket, hang it, drop it down, and then put it back on for hours on end. An instruction by Mr. Han. This really challenges Dre's patience. He learns that it is wrong to disrespect his mom when she made him pick up his jacket. In addition, he learns that those repetitive actions were actually Kung Fu motions, revealing that peacefulness and maturity are vital for Kung Fu. Another challenge is when Dre persuades Mei Ying to skip school for fun, only get her into trouble with her parents for being late for violin. Because violin is a big part in Mei Ying's life. Her parents order her to stop hanging out with Dre again.
Asking for you.
Oh my gosh! Mr. Han! This is exactly what Bruce Lee had!
Dre, you taught me a very important lesson. That sometimes life knocks you down, but you can choose whether or not to get back up.
Thank you. You are you are my best friend. I just wanted to apologize. I'm really sorry that I messed you up with your violin audition, and I really hope you find it in your heart to forgive me.
Okay, semi-final. 3 points to win.
Be kind of hot if I won this thing, right, Mr. Han?
Be kind of hot if you're focused.
Yeah.
This is the abyss. The abyss of Dre's journey would be the Grand Kung Fu tournament against Chang. The two are both defeating their opponents, which leads to them to eventually go against each other. This is the greatest challenge for Dre because not only is he bound to face Chang alone, but he must go through many injuries for it. Master Lee's orders one of his students, Liang, to not beat Dre, but have his leg broken. Liang kicks Chang's leg, resulting in Dre's leg being broken and Liang being disqualified. Chang is now matched against Dre and is ordered by his master to break Dre's already injured leg. Dre screams in pain and Han calls a timeout.
I want you to go and break Dre's leg.
Transformation. Dre's transformation comes from within himself. While on the sidelines with Mr. Han, Dre comes up with the courage to continue to fight. Mr. Han tries to persuade Dre to end the fight because he had already proven what needs to be proven. Dre tells Mr. Han that he doesn't want to feel afraid anymore, and Mr. Han uses fire cupping to temporarily heal Dre's wounds. The newly transformed Dre then steps onto the arena and agrees to continue the fight. Dre has overcome his fears in order to obtain courage and continue with his fight.
I don't think you can fight anymore. You did well, Dre. Do you think I could have won?
Dre, win or lose, doesn't matter.
You know that's not what I meant.
Yes, Dre. I think you had a really good chance.
Let's do the fiery cut thing.
Look, Dre, you've already proven everything you needed to prove.
Prove what? That I can get beat up and then quit? When life knocks you down, you told me you choose whether or not to get back up or not. I'm choosing to get back up.
Dre, I can't watch you get hurt anymore.
Please, Mr. Han, please.
Just tell me, Dre, why do you want to get back out there so badly?
Because I'm scared, and I don't want to be scared anymore.
After Dre comes back to the ring, he is transformed from his injury. He has obtained the courage to move on despite his injured leg. Dre fights back, but takes a blow to his injured leg by Chang. In great pain, Dre searches within himself and finds his inner chi, uses the reflection technique he learned, and Chang is confused at first, but then charges toward him. Dre delivers a final kick to Chang's head and wins the tournament. Dre has shown that his fear has died in order for his courage to be fully born and developed.
The atonement. After defeating Chang at the Grand Kung Fu tournament, Dre receives a trophy from Chang to show his respect. The crowd cheers wildly as Dre earns great respect and praise from himself and Mr. Han. Even Mr. Lee's students bow to Dre and Mr. Han, outraging Master Lee. This is the atonement of the journey because it reveals that Dre is officially at one with himself. He is fully reborn as he uses his valuable lessons taught from Mr. Han in order to show good sportsmanship. Dre uses his bravery and compassion from his transformation in order to positively influence others. He shows others, such as Mr. Lee's students, that defeating opponents without mercy is an immoral way to view life. Instead, being a good sportsman is more valuable in the end. The return. Now that Dre has completed his transformation, Dre can now go to school feeling confident in himself because he has obtained the respect of his peers. In addition, Dre has transformed into a stronger person physically because of Mr. Han's teachings. Dre can use that knowledge in order to fight off any more bullies or protect anyone else. Lastly, Dre can enjoy his new exciting life in Beijing because of his new close friends, such as Mei Jing and Mr. Han. Dre also has a better relationship with his mom, revealing a better future for his family.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with